Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. Today we finished a suspension revalve on this 2023 Husqvarna TX300 suspension. The stock WP XACT 48 air forks were replaced with a JBI Spec WP XACT Pro 6500 cartridge drop-in. The customer had previously purchased the WP XACT Pro 6500 drop-in and was previously set up by another business. That is why you see some different springs here, as we are modifying the spring rates that were originally inside of these forks. We also changed out the OEM base compression post for our JBI suspension titanium subvalves as well. The suspension was revalved to our JBI soft Moto / off-road spec. By off-road, I mean open desert type riding. Type of riding where you have a good amount of speed, momentum, as you ride across the desert. So think primarily 3rd, 4th, 5th gear speeds. The shock was also revalved to a matching JBI suspension soft Moto spec as well. As you can see, the nitrogen tank was replaced with a JBI Bladder kit. Those recently became available publicly. You can find more information on those at ridejbi.com. You can also follow along the R&D cycle as we went ahead and developed the JBI Bladder kit from when we first started back in December 2022. So you can follow along how that came about, and that item is now available. We've had very good feedback from everybody in terms of testers of the early model product and also customers of the production model product. Here we have our JBI suspension settings guide. This is a piece of paper that breaks down the rider's info. It tells them about how the forks are configured in terms of what setting they're already set up to, and it gives them 4 other alternative settings, 2 of them that are stiffer and 2 of them which are softer. And we have that same setup applying to the shock as well. So that way, when this rider wants to adjust their suspension settings, they can reference that settings guide and know exactly how Ride JBI would adjust their suspension if we were with them. So that gives them confidence and peace of mind on knowing what to adjust on their suspension and exactly how much to do so. The reason we did the soft motocross / off-road setup is because this rider does a variety of riding. So at the bottom, I broke out for them. For motocross riding, please use the plush, firmer, or firmer setting. For the open desert, use the plush or softer setting. And for their single track riding, use the softer or softest setting. And again, this chart up here tells them specifically what adjusters to adjust and how much. Those are included with all JBI suspension revalves that we do. Ride JBI has been testing, tuning, and developing settings for these WP XACT Pro 6500 and also WP Explorer Pro 6500 drop-in kits for over a year now, and we're really pleased with all the effort we've put in and the results that we've been getting back in terms of rider feedback. Same to go with these new WP 23 model linkage shocks. This shock was all new for 2023 in terms of the design externally and also the designs internally. And we've been really busy at testing different settings and coming up with improved settings over the stock ones. For 2023, WP did quite a great job with their stock settings. They've done a great job over the years improving their stock settings, so really hats off to them and well-deserved praise. At Ride JBI, we keep getting more and more creative and working hard to figure out ways to improve upon They're already good stock settings, and we did exactly that with the soft Moto setup we have here. If you'd like Ride JBI to do your suspension, please give us a call or send us an email. All JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.